Hi, I'm Mo. I'm glad you're here today. My hair is doing its own thing, so we'll just kind of go with that. That's what it does. Actually, I found something that I thought was interesting at my Target store. I always wander through the cosmetics aisle like many people do, and something caught my eye that I hadn't seen before, and it just seemed out of place. It seemed like someone had just stuck it on a shelf, and you know, when you look at the shelf and it says like blank cosmetics and the name of a palette or a color or whatever, it had the names of other ones. It didn't have the name of this one. So I thought, well, that's strange. I've never seen it before. It's not listed here. It's like it was magically dropped there out of space. I think it was a nice little find, so I thought you might be interested in it too. I believe it's new, at least as far as I can tell, and it's from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and this is the Earth and Ocean palette. I think this is really a beautiful palette, and I'm going to be completely honest and say half of this palette is colors they're not my typical colors, but I will wear them, and then the other half is not at all. So this half, with the greens and the olives and kind of the golds, those are colors I can kind of get on with. Blues are not. I don't know, I have hazel eyes, so I think that's part of it. I think my skin tone is probably part of it, but I'm going to be willing to give it a go. One of these days I'll give this a blue a go. But today I used not everything on this side. I had about 15 minutes total to get ready and do my whole face because I had to get to work. But I wanted to grab the new palette and give it a try, so I went quickly. And you're seeing about 11 hours later what the shadow looks like. So it actually hung in there pretty well, I think. So I used, mainly I was interested in the color Desert Storm right here, because I'm often looking for somewhere between kind of an olive green and a topaz, because it kind of matches my eyes. So I put that kind of on the outer, I'd say the outer third of my lid and up into the crease, and then I deepened it up with Can't Help It over here, which is more of a kind of a traditional olive green. And notice there's no what I would call a brow bone shadow here. This is actually a gold. It's a little more yellow than it's showing up on camera. So I put this great color, Sahara. That color is just a knockout, and you can see that's on the center of my lid right there, and it is held on beautifully all day, and people at work actually noticed my makeup, which is not not highly common. They know I wear makeup, but they don't usually notice the colors. So I think this palette was a great little find, and I believe it was $14, $14 or $15, I can't remember exactly. So I thought you might be interested in some swatches. I thought it made the most sense. I kind of like to go from lightest to darkest when I can. So we'll kind of start over in here and do kind of this area, these 8, and then go do this 8. So let's go kind of 1, 2, 3 right here. So that is Spruced Up and Sahara and Desert Storm. Spruced Up, Saharan, which I think is just beautiful. Look at that color. And Desert Storm, which I said is kind of that olive topazy color. It's kind of difficult to find, at least for me it's difficult to find. And then we've got Rock Bottom, Gold Rush, and Sun Yourself. Rock Bottom, Gold Rush, Sun Yourself. Those are kind of close together. But really the shimmers, aren't those pretty? I mean, they really show up nicely. This one is called Tundra, right here, Tundra. So let's give that a whirl. Ooh, it feels interesting. That's really soft. Wow, it's almost soft and crumbly. Tundra. We've got Fuji Feels and Mojave Mami, M-A-M-I, Mami. So here's that interesting Tundra shade. I'm really curious about this. What does this look like? Tundra. Ooh, that's pretty. Wow. That is a really knockout color, and it feels so soft. And then we've got Fuji Feels, another really pretty one, and Mojave Mami. So that is those. And some of those look a little lighter just because of the lighting, but they're really, like, especially those shimmers. I love the Saharan. I love Tundra. That is such a pretty color. You can see it's a little bit crumbly there. Okay, so that was these 9. And then we're gonna go over to the side that I am less likely to use. I mean, I will use it, but I don't think I'll be, it's not the colors I typically go for, but I can live with that. So we're going to start down here. Siren, Oasis, and Saltwater. Cyrus, Oasis, Saltwater. Saltwater's fairly light. It's a fairly light, I'd call that an icy blue. It shows up a bit more for me than it does out on the camera, but it's pretty close. And then we've got Abyss. Ooh, that's kind of dry. That feels dry. Drip Down. And Lagoon. Lagoon doesn't feel as soft and luxurious as Tundra did. So we've got, let's give these a whirl. Abyss. Drip Drop. And let's see what that Lagoon looks like. Lagoon. Yeah, that's just not as rich. I was hoping it was rich like the Tundra one over here. That really beautiful one here. It's not quite as rich. It felt a little drier. And the last one's up here, we've got Trenches and Underwater. And the last one, Can't Help It. Trenches. Ooh, that's nice. Underwater, I want to see this one. Underwater. It's kind of a blue-brown, a little more green in it. It's got a nice shift to it though. And then Can't Help It. So there we go. That's the whole palette. On my arms, please enjoy all 18 colors. I thought I'd show that to you because I had not seen it before. And it's a nice little color story, don't you think? And for $14, I feel like usually the e.l.f. shadows are pretty good. And like I said, I mean, my eye look has lasted for, 11 hours. I think that's reasonable. I used some CoverGirl lid locket underneath. And so there you go. The Earth and Ocean palette from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I feel very lucky to have found that. I would like to tell you where to get it, but at the moment I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's new and it's coming out soon. And then on the rest of my face, let's see, it's the Soap & Glory Kick-Ass Longwear Foundation in shade 03. I have a review on this and how it is or is not a replacement for my CYO 102. I'll link that below. I've also got, this is so old, I should try to pan this. It's Tarte Party blush, and I'm not a big neutral blush wearer. When I do wear one though, this is my go-to. I love this color. This is exclusive to Sephora. Gimme Brow. Snap Scara in black. It goes on beautifully. It defines beautifully. It makes really nicely defined, kind of fluttery lashes, but I don't get the snap coming off in a snap. You're supposed to be able to get it off with warm water. That never works for me. And then on my lip, one of the new Revlon Ultra HD vinyl lip polishes. This one is in Date Night. And I'm really liking it. In fact, I bought this for a friend of mine already because she does not like the feel of anything dry or matte. She likes more of a gloss, but she'd like the color to stay a little longer. That's what this is. So that's my whole face today. Thanks for joining me for the swatches. I appreciate you stopping by and spending some time here and just hanging out. I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.